Welcome back to Casually Cultured. And today, well, not today, but it's football season! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is football season. I know I'm late. I'm 1 week late. I'm 1 week late. I can't speak today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry. It's crazy how this year has already started. And it's crazy that I kept my promise that there's more casually cultured videos. And of course, we had to talk about sports, baby. It's casually cultured. That means we are cultured in sports. Casually, keep that in mind. Because I am an amateur. This is casual amateur hour, baby. Let's go. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, happy football season. Week 1 has already passed us, but hey, that doesn't stop me and from us from talking about football because we love it. So let's get down to it, shall we? College football, it's in its 3rd week already. Look, don't talk to me about my Alabama Roll Tide. Don't talk to me about that first week. I don't want to hear it. We just gonna skip past that. But college football season is here, baby, and I'm enjoying it. Yes, yes, indeed. Now, what you're all really here for, the NFL season. Now, I must admit to you that while I'm a casual, I do enjoy me some NFL football every now and then. People always ask me, T, who's your favorite team? I don't have a favorite team. I have players I like, okay? Just saying. And if you know me, you know I root for my Bama players. If you play for the University of Alabama, I am rooting for you all the way. From Bryce Young, Tua, Jalen Hurts, Derrick Henry, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Leonard Dickerson, all them boys. If you play for Alabama, I'm rooting for your team. just letting you know how it goes for me, all right? So pretty much everybody in the league I'm rooting for because we draft everybody. NFL drafts are our whole team pretty much. All right, but predictions, man. Everybody got predictions. I got predictions for this year. All right. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go through each division and I'm going to tell you who I think could win that division and who might be a dark horse in that division as well. And then we're going to get to Super Bowl predictions, who I think will be in the Super Bowl and the runner-ups, I think, as well as the dark horse. And just a little added flavor and spice, my fantasy Super Bowl teams I would love to see face in the Super Bowl. So I had to get myself my handy dandy paper right here because I'm not a genius like a lot of these sports experts. Like I said, this is amateur hour, casually cultured amateur hour right here, baby. So love it. You gotta love it. Here is my handy sheet, as you can see. So I had to make sure I remember all the divisions. So let's go through this real quick. First, we're gonna start with the AFC East. All right, so we have the Bills, the Jets, the Patriots, and the Dolphins. I think it's a no-brainer that the Bills are going to win that division. However, I would love to see the Dolphins win that division, but I just don't think they have the defense for it currently right now. But you know, they may surprise me. They're my dark horse right now. They are like runner-up to me, but I think the Bills got that division hands down. The AFC West, we have the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Broncos, and the Chargers. Now, the obvious predictions is to say the Chiefs, but of course, since I'm recording this after week 1, the Chargers. But I may pull some dark horse. I'm actually going to say I think the Broncos. I don't know why. I just have a very sneaky suspicion about the Broncos this year. I think they can win a division. And the Raiders might pull off an upset too. But the Broncos, I don't know. Something about the Broncos this year got me a little. I'm like, they might pull off the upset for that one. So we'll see. My dark horse, definitely the Chargers. This is not me throwing shade at the Chiefs or nothing like that. I think the Chiefs, you know, it's the obvious predictions to go to the Chiefs. You know, it's Patrick Mahomes, all that good stuff with the quarterback, and I get that. But for some reason this year, I just don't think that magic they had last year is going to be what brings them in this year. I think this is a whole different season for them. I think they got to figure some stuff out. But we'll see how it plays out. But yeah, the AFC West, like I said, I got the Broncos to win the division, and then runner-up probably the Chargers. Next up, we have the AFC North, which contains the Ravens, Bengals, Browns, and Steelers. I think the Ravens will win that division, with the dark horse being the Steelers. I think the Steelers will have a good season this year, but the Ravens, I think, will dominate that division. Now, I know they lost week 1 to the the Bills off of one Derrick Henry fumble. And damn, I felt bad. I was like, they're about to win the whole thing. But still, I have faith in them to get it together and win that division. So there you go. AFC South, we have the Texans, we have the Colts, the Jaguars, and the Titans. This one is very tricky for me. I want to say the Texans could win this whole division, but for some reason, I don't know. The Jaguars, they might pull something off. They just might pull something off. So I might say the Jaguars could win the division with the Texans being second place. I don't know. The Texans O-line still bothers me. They still bother me. So I don't know. I don't know if they're up for the challenge, but I think the Jaguars might pull that division off. I don't have any faith in the Titans. And the Colts, while they do have Daniel Jones and they may do some fun stuff, I just don't believe in them just fully just yet. I know they beat the Dolphins. I get it, whatever. But I don't know. Something about the Colts, I'm just like, when they face steeper competition, we'll see what happens. All right. Next up, we have the NFC East. Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, and Commanders. Of course, I'm going with the Eagles. I think the Eagles have the best defense in that division. I think they have the best offensive weapons in the division. And even quarterback, probably best quarterback in the division as well. I know Jaden Daniels and Dak Prescott are, throwing the ball religiously. But it's not just about throwing the ball as a quarterback. I think there's leadership involved. I think it's just making the right plays, being dynamic. I think there are things that Jalen does that wills his team to win than the other quarterbacks do. So that's why I'm going with Jalen right now. So I think the Eagles will win that division. Yeah. Runner up, Commanders. I think Commanders could win that division. I think the Commanders will be runner up in that division. There we go. NFC West, we have the Rams, the Cardinals, the 49ers, and the Seahawks. I think the Rams will win that division, with the runner-up being probably the 49ers. But I don't know, that whole division, it feels like the Rams are just going to sweep that whole thing. I don't think there's going to be a runner-up to that. There's always going to be a runner-up to these things. Not saying ever going to the playoff, but the second one that could challenge them. I don't know. I think the 49ers might be the best runner-up right now. It's all depending on health. I think Matthew Stafford is getting older now. And, I think that plays a part in his game, that he may not be healthy for the whole season. Hope he is. Same with the 49ers. I think their team getting wrecked and hurts them as well. Seahawks, they're just an anomaly at this point for me. And the Cardinals, I have no faith in the Cardinals whatsoever. So we could just move on from that. All right, the NFC North, we have the Bears, the Lions, the Packers, and the Vikings. Wow. This one is going to be a tough one. My gut reaction is to say the Lions, because I think the Lions have a lot of talent on that team. I know that first week is what the first week was, but don't overreact to the first week. We have 17 games to play, and now we got 16. So I don't think 1 week can determine a whole season. It really could, but right now I'm not going to go that far just yet. I will say the Lions will win that division, but if I was, based off of week 1, you would say, oh, I think the Packers will win that division. Look how good they look. True. I'm not going to dismiss that. I'm not. They look really good. But I'm still going to say the Lions and the Packers going to be that runner up. But I would not be surprised if the Packers win that whole division. And I would not be. In fact, I may have to come back here again and revise my whole predictions. All right. And then last but not least, we have the NFC South. Falcons, the Panthers, the Saints, and the Buccaneers. I really want to say the Panthers, but I know that's not going to happen. Because I'm rooting for Bryce. I am rooting for Bryce. I think he's a great quarterback. I just think NFL is the NFL, but he will figure it out. Anyway. Who win this division? My feelings would say the Buccaneers. I think that's kind of like the overall sentiment around. So I'm gonna go with the Bucks, with the runner-up being the Falcons. The Saints got nothing, and of course, like I said, the Panthers. You know, if they make it to the playoffs, I will be shocked, but I would be so happy, so happy for Bryce. But right now, I am saying the Bucks, with runner-up being the Falcons. So we'll just have to wait and see. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There are the division predictions. I almost rhymed for a little bit. Now, let's show you my Super Bowl picks for this year. Now, I have three phases of this. My Super Bowl main picks, my dark horse picks, and my fantasy picks. Let's go with my main picks. Main picks I have this year, we have the Ravens versus the Eagles. I think those will be in the Super Bowl this year. I think the Ravens can dominate. I think the Eagles can dominate. Now, don't get me wrong. The Packers, I saw the first week, but I'm not overreacting to the first week. But I think the Ravens and the Eagles will be the Super Bowl team matchup, which I would not be surprised by. And I think it will be epic and awesome. Who would I pick to win that one? Whew. Oh, man. That would be a tough one. And I'm not going to answer that because I'd rather not answer that question until I get further down the week. But you know how it goes. My dark horse is Bills versus Lions. Interesting, right? Bills versus Lions. That would be my dark horse pick. I think that could be an interesting matchup to see, but we'll have to wait and see if that even gets to that point. We'll wait and see. And then for my fantasy pick, man, something that I would love to see. The stories would be perfect for it. It'd be funny. It'd be awesome. It would be the Dolphins versus the Eagles. Two Alabama quarterbacks going back to face. Jalen Hurts versus Tua Tagovailoa. I think that would be an epic story, and I would eat it up, and it will make me cry because I got my boys facing each other. We got Devontae Smith versus Jalen Waddle. We got Tua versus Jalen. I be hurting. I will be hurting, but loving it at the same time because at the end of the day, Bama wins. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. My predictions for the NFL season. Oh, before I forget, I do have one more prediction. I normally wouldn't do this, but I think it'd be fun. Who do I think will be the NFL MVP this year? You know, it usually goes to a quarterback, so it's kind of hard to say. But I think this year's MVP will probably either be between Josh Allen and Jordan Love. I think those two. Just off of based on what I've seen so far, I already had Josh Allen to win that MVP before this week, so I already had him picked. So I'm not like second guess or nothing like that, but I think he might win it again this year, or Jordan Love, because I think Jordan Love, this is his year to like showcase like he is that beast of a talent on the Packers. I would love to see someone else win it, but that's how it is. But guys, this is casual sports. Casually cultured sports. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want me to do predictions for each game every week, let me know. If this video gets to 10 likes, if it gets to 10 likes, I will do my darnest to make sure I have a video out each week for NFL predictions for the games. And, you know, I'm not a betting man. I'm not a gambling man, but I like to predict who's going to win each week. So if you want me to do that, 10 likes on this video, and I will do that for at least this week. No, I'm sorry, not this week, the next week. So it'll be week 3. I can't do week 2. I'm already obligated to do other things, but 10 likes and I will get week 3 predictions out for the NFL. You know, so if you want that, you know what to do. 10 likes. Besides that, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoy the NFL season because it is football season. Football season. Yes, yes, indeed. I am loving it and I'm going to continue loving it. Small complaint. Just one small complaint. I don't like the fact that the NFL season has all these different subscription things you have to purchase in order to watch the games. I think that's stupid and annoying. That's my side tangent. Just want to put that out there. Anyway, all right, guys, that is it. If you like this video, of course, please like, share, and subscribe as always. Comment down below what you think. Am I wrong? Am I right? Do you believe in me? Do you don't believe in me? What up with it? You know what it is. 100 subscribers by the end of the year. You know how this goes. 100, baby. We're going to get there. We at 70 right now, so thank you very much. We at 70, let's get to 100. 30 more to go by the end of the year. December 31st, baby. All right, guys. Talk too much. I'm ranting. Bye. Peace. Boom.